Oh, jeez, I forgot it does that. Okay. Hold on. Is that loud enough? Is that loud enough? It's not loud enough. Okay. Please hold while I get... Oh, yeah, I can see that now. That's probably better now, isn't it? Did that just fucking hike up like no one's business? Casey, what did you cook? What'd you cook?
The cold, hard truth. Beth leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments.
That sounds delicious. Okay, hold on a little bit higher. That should do it.
Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns,
Ooh,
which approached with
you
frightening
mixed a
speed,
sauce.
only to carom her gracefully along.
Carom. That's a good word. I mean, you know what? Sometimes things are just going to be burnt.
She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth.
Impossibly smooth. That's what you're saying is
All of a
aliens.
sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
You do not. This is why we were such good roommates, because I would cook sometimes, and you would take on the part that I didn't like doing. Oh, there's me. And there's Beck. That was intense. Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like it got on any of us. It didn't feel like we traveled that far. So where did it all go? Why are you getting a different dialogue option than the other two? This place sucks. Why would anyone even want to blow something up out here? Game go brrr. Literally. All my characters go brrr. Only one way to find out, I suppose. We gotta catch up to Nuncreed. I think he went this way. Hold on, I gotta look around first. Looks like we aren't getting back that way. Oh. Did I go the right way? Oh, no, but it looks like I might be coming back this way eventually. Okay, good to know. And down. Oh, this is our house area. This looks familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear off the snow. No time, Nuncreed's getting away. Alrighty, I guess we're just going for it. And this is the town. Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar. I may not be the most well-versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of town. Ah, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien. It's always aliens. Rollo. Stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. The final objective? Kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pine citizen of their choosing. You never really had me, but you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep moving. Is there nothing to see on this entire map, though? Not even the nuclear waste in the corner over here? No, I guess not, eh? Honestly, I don't know, Hex, because mimics can't talk. Like, even Kenku are really hard, because technically they can only mimic sounds.
Town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild.
Found him.
Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town.
Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rollo and Beck held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing.
How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Oh, we starting out strong today. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
That's not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself.
Okay, well that's a bit dramatic.
Making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with
He does remind me of your dad, shit. He does remind me of my favorite Darrell.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas on how to affect change.
Very convenient that your way just happened to line your pockets.
Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge.
An knife's edge? Okay. Oh, I'm sure it's my turn to pick a word now.
A blur of emotions and memories. Luca's mind flooded with questions.
Okay, what were they?
As if to give him the stage.
And in the stillness, he began to... Yeah, weep was going to be the option.
And in the stillness, he began to weep.
I'm surprised they use weep and not
It was
cry.
all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This'll all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. I promise.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall.
Juniper, don't.
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
And time to freeze.
I love the little...
And exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation.
No,
The
Gran.
torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
Oh, that's a smaller explosion than I thought. You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in my in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing to...
Before Gran could finish, The ground shook her to silence.
Kaboom. Damn. There it is.
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca.
Oh, don't make me try and empathize with her right
Her
now.
attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act.
No.
Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror.
No, because she's not even her grandma.
There was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant.
Don't give me this bullshit. I don't trust you.
That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever.
We don't know, but we found out that she died years ago.
And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end. Well, that was dire. On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from.
That's not helpful.
Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
This fucking narrator really grinds my gears. Okay. So we have done everything on this path now. We have to go back to the other side. Do we want to go from this? Ooh, hold on. I should move myself very quickly because I'm realizing that I cover the options. So we're gonna play some loosey goosey here and move me. Oh no, not that one. Whoop. Ooh. Move me right on. Ooh. We're gonna make me a little smaller too, apparently. Is that gonna work? Ooh. Nope. Realization, I need to very specifically pick this one. Heh. Is that enough? Is that enough of me? Can we, is that too small? Are we okay here? Is that too tiny? Is that too small? We can go a bit bigger. Oh, Jesus, apparently we're gonna also move ourselves up. Yeah, I think that'll work for today. That'll do. Okay, back we go. Okay, so now we can, oh, not even that much, but we can see that there's two options. One of them is tickle, and the other one is strange. And then we can do fight or flight. Yeah, this is very much an adjust as needed type of channel, in which I adjust my expectations because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Booyah! So this is the fight where we turned that one kid into an abomination because we put him in the toxic goo. And then this is from... Ooh. This is from... We'd already turned him into the toxic goo, and then we were being chased by Hazmat. No, by the corporation with our toxic goo child. We should probably just finish out his storyline, should we not? And then come back and do it all again. That seems fair, right? Let him have his whole story. Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Flight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Flight. He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches.
Look at all those fucking tanuki.
He looked up with
those little red
surprise
pandas.
as it struck true and taut.
Wow, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Kerr. We'd love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. See ya, jerks. Oh, I can't remember his voice. I know it was on that vein, though. Fine, we know where that leads them. This way, we'll take the tunnels.
Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice.
Oh, knowing this game, it might actually be
In
ice.
fact, it was ice.
Oh, fucking ironic.
Chapter 5. Signs. They stood silently, catching their breath. The sky was like sapphire.
Immediately called that.
With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs.
Ooh, it's cold too.
Let's keep moving. Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
Oh, I know where this is.
That was actually pretty badass.
Uh-huh. I think we lost him.
Are we up in the mountains?
I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill.
Then what's up with the Winter Wonderland?
All I know is there's no going back the way we came. Let's see if we can get our bearings. Follow me. Find a way home. Well, actually, ironically, this should be our home. Thank you very much.
Luca, are you there?
Luca had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
It's that bozo Kerr.
I hope nothing bad has happened to you out in those
Luca
woods.
looked at Iggy with hesitation.
No need to be rude. Oh my god, that would actually be incredible,
With a
though.
resigned sigh, Luca responded.
It seems like the only dangerous thing in the woods is you. He speaks, the young man of the hour. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios? Just lucky, I guess. Boy, howdy, you Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you? You knew my parents? I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mother sure was a handful. You know our mom, you son of a
Luca
bitch.
winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
We gotta keep moving.
Yeah, we do gotta keep moving. And this way? Oh, no, that did not work out for us. Oh, shit. Then we go... If not this way and not that way, then this way. What's the readout? Sitting just above 258 Kelvin. That's a bit down from last time. Should we report this to Mr. Kerr? Meh, still within safe ranges. It may be spreading, but it's under control for now. Even a small nudge in the equilibrium could cause a cascade. Dude, relax. Just a few more sites to hit before we can punch out. Let's get this over with. Where the fuck did we end up going?
What's all this?
Hard to say with all this snow.
I think it's a town sign. I can almost make out letters under there.
What town could this even be? There couldn't be another town this deep into Weepwood.
I'm looking at evidence to the contrary. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. Step 1, snow's gotta go.
I'll see what I can do. Do I have anything I can do? Oh. Oh. Oh, I have a snowball here. Beacon Pines!
The boys stared in disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
Why are we not surprised?
This doesn't make any sense.
We're in Beacon Pines?
How's that possible? We ran away from town. How do we get back here?
I guess we got turned around?
Where did all this snow come from?
Well, it's been colder than normal lately.
There's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and this Arctic hellscape.
The puddle we fought at before, it was cold too. Maybe all of it leads to one source.
You think it's related? What the hell is going on?
We're gonna get you some answers. Let's keep moving.
This stuff look familiar to you?
It looks like the barrel near the puddle I,
Shove me into, yeah.
Oh, well, you're real nice about it.
The fencing glistened, each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice.
Looks like the stuff they put up around Weepwood.
The stuff who put up?
I don't know. What do you mean they, if you're not referring to someone specific?
It's all frozen.
Looking down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
Whatever happened here, it happened fast. The fish didn't even have time to run. Or, you know, swim run. Yeah,
The
yes.
crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Everyone's gone.
What?
There's nothing here but more snow.
There must be an explanation for all this. We have to keep looking.
You can look all you want. I quit.
Iggy, we have to keep going.
You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic Hank Atomic comic stories. We aren't going to save the day. We aren't even going to save ourselves. My face is mangled. The town is destroyed.
Honestly, this is just Icewind Dale. Actually, this is just D&D, and it's Icewind Dale, and it's this bitch named Oral.
And everyone we've ever known is gone.
We don't know that. You can't just quit.
Do whatever you want.
Oh, you're a little bitch. That's what you are.
I'm done.
Iggy, it's gonna be okay.
Luca
Is it,
peered
though?
upward at the darkening sky. He let out a
Ooh,
long,
Iggy's voice
foggy
gives me a
breath.
hard time.
Faintly, Iggy began to cry. Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense
Have
of
you played
compassion
Icewind Dale?
and more than a
Real?
little guilt.
It is getting pretty late, I think. Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark anyway.
Luca allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy.
Let's just rest for a bit.
The boys huddled together for warmth and comfort.
Oh, you mean the video game?
If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
You're gonna get found by fucking hazmats just by sitting there, you dumb bitches. You dumb little, stupid little children.
The way the snow covered everything over, it's kind of calming.
Yeah.
I haven't had time to say it, but thanks
Huh?
for getting us away from those creeps. I sorta froze up back there.
Iggy, I should be the one apologizing. This all happened because I lost my temper.
No, that's bull hockey. First of all, you didn't even know what that gunk would do. You didn't, right?
Of course not.
And second, stop with this baloney about losing your temper.
But I did lose my
Iggy
temper.
motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. But that's exactly what you should have done.
Huh?
I was being a horse's ass. You were supposed to be a horse's ass in response. That's how it works.
Iggy, I'm having a hard time following. You wanted me to fight you?
Of course. Geez, you goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point.
Why would you go around saying cruel things to get into
Iggy
fights?
shrugged.
It's something to do.
You're an asshole because you're bored? Yeah, that's not entirely wrong with students like that.
Sometimes I just feel empty. You wouldn't understand. You and Rolo were always having a blast together. Laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse mission control.
Iggy now wept openly.
Oh shit, I gotta cry?
Perfect little Luca Van Horn. with this perfect little life.
My life is not perfect.
Everybody in town likes you.
Not everybody.
Hell, that new girl hasn't even unpacked yet and she already likes you.
You have
He
Tish.
wiped his nose with a sleeve.
I love Tish. Tish is great. But she ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you know?
What's a crewmon?
Luca gave a warm chuckle.
I get that
Impression.
Iggy cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes.
Huh, it must be raining out here.
Definitely.
Iggy arched into a wide yawn.
We should probably try to get some sleep.
Yeah.
Let's lay low for now. Tomorrow we'll get to the bottom of all this.
Luca's eyelids began to slowly drift
That's
shut.
stupid. That's so stupid that you guys are sleeping outside like this.
Luca,
Yeah?
I always did want to see the inside of your stinky little treehouse.
What do you think?
Not bad.
I'll give you the full tour when we get back. I've not played Warhammer 40k.
You know what?
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
Oh, cute.
When it comes to the worst days of my entire life, this one wasn't half bad.
Ooh, good to know.
The house smelled of warm bread. Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug. He looked up to see his parents on the couch.
Are we doing a dream sequence
His mother
again?
held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song.
Okay, but you're deer, so what happened to the
A
antlers?
voice
Doesn't that
behind Luca
hurt?
spoke. This is how you remember them, huh? Luca turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams. Still clad in a yellow hazmat suit. Still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes. Aww. Look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it
Ooh,
wasn't really
nice.
like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy.
I mean, that is what
You
we
don't
want our
remember,
memories to be,
do
admittedly.
you? Lucas snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive.
Uh-oh.
The day he chose to abandon us.
No, I don't know if that's the right wording, but alright.
Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. Now, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope.
Oh, shit.
It was his parents, fighting.
Trouble in paradise.
Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people.
Oh, good guy dad, though.
I won't turn my back on them.
You
Luca's
help
mother
when you
grabbed
can.
Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose you. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder.
Okay, never mind. Not so much nice dad, because that's kind of a dick move what he's about to do.
What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes.
Damn.
What about our son? Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy?
No, it's a random man in the
With
house.
tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just Got a little overexcited is all.
Buckaroo, and we're a deer.
Luca placed
Ooh.
the stethoscope against his father's
That sounds
chest.
very fancy.
His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere. Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in. Luca hugged his father
Lies.
tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder. I promise.
First off, we don't capitalize the P in that promise, but that's just me being pedantic. Also, liar.
Wink and a grin. He put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun.
Also, again, what happened to your antlers? Oh my god.
A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall. It stood above them, lingering in contemplation.
Who are you?
Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands off of me!
Whether it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Luca looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two have certainly caused a lot of commotion.
What's that supposed to mean?
Take it easy, Iggy.
We were asleep minding our own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's heads.
I'm sorry if I hurt you, Iggy.
You didn't hurt nobody.
Anybody.
Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me, you...
When it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
You big-hatted, scarfy-necked furball.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit here. Interesting choice of words. I mean, let's all just calm down. Who are you? A friend. An observer. A hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibility. Great. How about a name? If you must call me something, you can call me Nat.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
How about you make like a gnat and buzz off?
Very well.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
Wait. Do you live here? You might say that. So you know where we are? You might also say that.
Look, pal, we just want to find a safe way out of here. Are you gonna help us or not?
Before knowing how to leave, one must know where they are.
Alright, that does it. Luke, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here one way or another.
One way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one
And began to
way.
stomp off.
Oh, Iggy. Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Oh, it's a guy. Very well. I suppose this isn't the time for metaphors. I'll show you how to get back home.
Luca and Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes.
Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
Okay, open them.
For a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold,
No, you probably just have hazmat suits.
until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place, cold and disheartened.
This is your home. This is Beacon Pines. Look, Nat, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in Weepwood, or we teleported to some alternate universe, Or this is all just some cruel experiment by Kerr and his goons. But this is not our home.
You're inching closer to the truth. Alas, the reality is much less fanciful.
Just give it to us straight.
So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines. The original, true Beacon Pines.
Oh my god, we live in a fake town?
You both grew up here, but the town you've called your home for the past several years is a replica.
Oh, don't Truman show me.
A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair, but a replica nonetheless.
That's impossible. It's too much work. You'd need a whole town to replicate a whole town.
Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require immense labor power. That which could be moved would be moved. That which could not would require a precise duplicate.
We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed.
You'd think so, unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry, well, you can leave that to this miraculous thing we call a brain. It has a real aversion to discontinuity, a revulsion even. The brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane.
Iggy and Luca looked around uncomfortably.
So you're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all there and no one noticed?
Precisely.
But why?
Why is the one question that can never be answered with certainty. The best one can do is to uncover...
Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered,
The source. Why'd you say the source like that?
Why indeed?
Luca began to laugh uncomfortably.
It's all ridiculous. There's no way they could...
He looked down at his feet. His eyes darted back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this is really home...
He sprinted off into the pale distance. As Iggy turned
Is your
forward,
mom there?
Nat called out,
Iggy, it's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weepwood.
Is our mom here?
Chapter 6. The Source. Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived.
Thanks, Nat.
He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca
You wouldn't be
sprinted
wrong.
across the events of the past
The source
few
is
days
like a
became
hole in
clearer,
the ground.
pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to perennial harvest. But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know. Luca stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb hands hit something hard, a headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
You're here. All this time I thought I was visiting you. But you've been here, alone, in the snow. Dad, I'm so sorry. They ruined your favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. Dad, what do I do?
There was no reply, just snow-covered silence.
Why'd you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you, you jerk?
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh.
Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy.
Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
We gotta hide.
$249K. Fall off distance still good. Dude, did you hear me? 2319! 2319! I said 249. Sorry. Do you ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. People who loved them will never know the truth. The truth is overrated.
He bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey, don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world. Yeah, come on. It's almost lunchtime. Oh, walking sideways. Oh, weirdo. So they do acknowledge that.
Here I thought I was a jerk. These disguises are out here literally dancing on graves.
Luca stuttered through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me.
Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's some advice.
He gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Hey!
Who's any of this helping?
What?
Sitting here in the snow, crying like some pushover. Who you helping?
Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone.
Blah, blah, blah. Luca Van Horn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk comes at you acting like a horse's ass.
I should stand up for myself.
Hell yeah! Kerr and his little merry band of clipboards pulled off this switcheroo for a reason, right?
Nat mentioned something about a source.
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever's at the source must be awfully valuable to Perennial Harvest.
Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to their precious source, wouldn't it?
What do you have in mind?
If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's too big to snatch, we smash it.
What if it's too big to smash?
Iggy flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge.
Oh man, I'm gonna be doing Iggy's voice all night, aren't I? I'm gonna make this right, Dad. I promise. Let's do this. No, luckily for me, I know exactly where that is already. Ew. And it can get awfully cold out in those woods, Luca. Probably best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Help's on the way. Where's Rollo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her? Oh heavens, no. Do I seem like a killer to you?
Iggy and Luca shared a skeptical look.
Well, do I? Aw, shucks. Now that hurts my feelings. Screw that guy. Agreed. Good, I'm taking that with me. Oh, it didn't come with me.
Wait a minute. If this is the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
Oh, shit. What's that?
Long story. So a few years back, I came into possession of some premium grade fireworks.
Oh, we're gonna blow up the hole.
Not the wimpy firecracker stuff they give kids. The good stuff.
So why did you bury it under a tree?
That's the long part of the story. You and Rollo were doing chores at Rollo's chicken coop, and you guys pissed me off for some reason or another.
Luca rolled his eyes with realization.
Oh my god, you fucking stupid piece of shit. No, you didn't.
He stifled a chuckle.
Yep. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But like I said, they were some primo fireworks. So I might have underestimated things.
You blew up the chicken coop?
I prefer to think of it as an incendiary redecoration.
Again, you guys are 12. What 12-year-old uses the word incendiary?
Sorry, but you should have seen the look on your faces.
Rollo got grounded for months.
Which is why I needed to stash the evidence and lay low. So I buried them under that tree. But when I came back for them later, they were gone. I figured some grown-up found them and tossed them.
Iggy triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Turns out it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was us.
Unbelievable. Alright, let's go to the source. We know where it is, actually. For once. Do you think this is a game? Newsflash, boyo. You are not a hero. You're a little brat who is in way over his head. A hero is just someone who refuses to give up. Comics these days are rotten children's brains. Everybody thinks they're a spaceman superhero. I was always partial to Hank Atomic myself. Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are. Prepare for blast off, loser. Run. Ew, there's the source.
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with
Time for
bewilderment in
us
their
to blow
eyes.
things up.
Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo, 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 echo.
Whoa. I can see why they wanted to move us all out of town now.
But why would they dig a giant hole?
I think this is it. I found the source, bitches.
This is the source? It's a dang hole. How do we smash a hole?
Oh, there he is. Oh, but it's much more than that, my annoying little friend. Kerr. Where's Rollo? I wasn't lying before. He's safe. Well, safer than you two, at least. Drat is cold. You just had to drag me all the way out here, didn't you?
Mr. Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
It's never just a hole. It's got a name and a personality. You can't look at things like that. It really is something, isn't it? What did you do to our town? What is all of this? Well, that's a doozy of a question. This is the source where they collect the unrefined...
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. Fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know.
What do you mean you don't know? Ain't you in charge?
Oh, heavens, no. My role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various complications. Complications like us? You are a smart boy.
His face contorted into a saccharine grin.
Again, saccharine. The choice of the wording here is fascinating. It really is nothing personal. Some people are destined to strive for greatness. Others are simply obstacles along the way.
Seems like you were destined to be a creepy lackey.
The point is, we all play our part in life. Mine just happened to be in a lead, in the role of a lifetime. And you happen to be extras, ready for your curtain call. Oh, this is a theater kid. No wonder he's such an asshole. We aren't giving up without a fight.
Your smile's not gonna be so winning after we're done with you.
Now, boys, there's no need for melodrama. It even makes a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a bit.
Kerr snapped his fingers.
Scene change! There, that's better. Yeah, flair for the dramatic, definitely a theater kid. Deal with them.
Iggy turned to Luca with a sly glance.
Why are you smirking?
Because I have a box full of fireworks and you don't.
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop! Let's not do something regrettable.
Joke's on you, regret is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these into your precious hole?
Nothing. Nothing at all. You're a terrible liar. I'll have you know, I'm an exceptional liar.
Bup, that's far enough.
Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Stop, you fool!
Call off your goons.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. Oh, Iggy, damn. You can all head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here.
Mr. Kerr sighed into the frigid air.
It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down.
What, like this?
With a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Oh. Time for us to blow up.
Ooh.
Whoa.
With a growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luca.
Oh, shit.
Iggy tried to twist away, but in the struggle they both tumbled over the side. Luca
This is a good
dove
time for
forward,
an ad.
bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped. His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
You reckless child, what have you done? Luca, listen to me. Hell, hold on tight and we can use the walkie-talkie to call them back. What channel do I use? It doesn't make a damn difference, they're always listening.
If you do that, the clipboards will just haul us up and snag us both. The only way you can get out of this is if Kerr is out of the picture. Just let go and save yourself.
If he lets us go, we both die.
I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it.
Mr. Kerr, you've had a long life. Why don't you actually do something selfless and just let go?
Mr. Kerr gasped with insult.
Long life? I'll have you know I can still play 25. Oh my god, he is a theater kid. Okay, yeah, I think we actually did know that about him. You should have heard me sing the part of Phileas Young.
With a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Wow, can you believe this guy?
Oh my god, humming is an option, that's why.
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Kerr, just let go. No can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too.
Luca, look at me. It's okay.
Luca felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
You aren't going to kill your friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
I'm not his friend.
Yes, you are.
Nah, I'm just a no-good bully. Like you, Kerr.
Iggy, no.
Luca felt his hand slipping.
And I told you what you need to do with bullies.
I can't.
It's your only way out of this mess. 2 birds with 1 stone. It makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in packs.
Calm settled over Iggy's face.
Luca, let me do this.
Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once.
Oh shit, it's our decision. Luca had no choice but to... Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Hear me out. I kind of want to accept it so that we can end on the high note of rejecting it, right? Because either way, I think we die immediately. So we're going to accept it now, do the harder part, and then refuse it in a second.
Luca had no choice but to accept Iggy's request. With a quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good.
The
That's
two
fucked up.
silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
Oh my god, we get a fireworks show at the death of Iggy. Hell of a goodbye, Iggy. Luca, you should really step back. What? Quickly. Curious. But of course, those fireworks of Iggy's must have been just the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before perennial harvest arrives. Not until you tell me what just happened. Your friend's sacrifice just saved this town. For a little while, anyway. How? Tempus liquamine is a peculiar substance. It can change the relationship between matter and time itself, but doing so requires unfathomable energy. But a couple of fireworks can do it? In a closed system, that energy can only come from its surroundings. A useful side product of this property being, by adding precisely the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic cascade. So the gunk that makes things cold and the fireworks made the whole freeze over? That's one way of putting it, yes. As dumb luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction. I shudder to think what would have happened if in that case.
We have some idea what that would look like.
Hey, fuck you. It will take them a good time to safely break through and access the source again. If you know all this stuff, why haven't you been helping? I have been, in my own way. Each one of us has our role to play. Iggy's role, it turns out, was to buy us precious time. Mine has been to observe and wait. Wait for what? You. Me? Why? What's my role?
A fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Luca Van Horn, you are going to save the world.
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow. Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny. To be continued in Beacon Pines, Pines Harder. Revenge served cold. Second time's a charm? Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good?
No, because that makes sense, obviously.
I was even starting to like Iggy.
No, that's not how this works.
No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back and find something more definitive.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to this one. We're gonna do the other option there. Yeah, fuck you, Iggy.
Luca had no choice but to refuse Iggy's request. He tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket. A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror, now. A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror. And Mr. Kerr began
Ivory? Oh, you son of a bitch.
Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away. A swarm of hands overpowered Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face. The end.
Yep.
I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
Oh, Jesus Christ, game. Okay, but at least we now go all the way back to this one. Yeah, we got a wild way to go. Time to bust out the tickles.
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Hey, Tish, wanna see something cool? Yup. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you?
Yup. Yup. Yup.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yup. Yup. Yup.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
Yup.
What just happened?
She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us.
Eddie's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
No, not Beck. What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Beck shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? It depends on... What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look? Oh, God.
Chapter 4. The best policy.
Oh, God.
Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her, but finding Rollo was his primary concern.
I feel like you should have better concerns right now, but okay. Is Rollo somewhere in this neighborhood? Yes and or no? Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old.
Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
I don't care who she is. What happened?
We were just helping look for Rollo.
Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often
That's
be
too
dismissed
close to
as the
fucking-
impatience of an older sibling. But this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rollo and I weren't just playing in Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit. And we hid in the dumpster and a heavy bag dropped on us. And I think it was a body. And so we ran and we got split up. And I ran home. And it was all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay, I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home.
But I want to help,
This is too dangerous for a kid.
says a bigger kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sounds like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot.
Roxy's a good sister. You really believe his story?
What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival.
My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal. Oh my god, are you Tolliver's
Looking
child?
into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here?
This place gives me the willies. Okay, we're gonna go to the treehouse. We can do that.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fella like that.
Sorry. Who are you talking to?
What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ringing. But the dang thing never does, of course.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really.
The whole thing's a waste of money if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet?
Not yet.
Long time for a boy to lose his way.
What is that music in the background? Rello knows those woods too well to get lost.
I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick.
Antics?
We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks.
You think this is a prank?
What other possible explanation could there be?
He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it.
How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there's something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face.
See, we don't trust Nuncreed, though.
There was
we
a
know
deeper
not to trust
emotion
Nuncreed.
hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
Oh, I only
There
have
was
one
a
option.
Shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing?
Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster.
The dumpster? What were you doing in there?
At first, we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him.
You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster.
But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body.
I'm sure it was just some trash.
No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
Uh-oh. We know it's Nuncreed in the suit at the time, so did he kill someone?
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
Son of a bitch. But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? We were all so close to this being done, with this.
A firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance.
Okay, we gotta get out of here.
Large figures in
Oh,
hazmat
never
suits
mind.
occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much.
Oh my god, we're gonna die. We're gonna die because Nuncreed's a
No.
piece of shit?
This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Okay, what do I have left that I can do? Nothing on that way. I don't have anything else. I'm missing a word, that means. Okay, I have an idea. Okay, we're gonna zip through this really
Well,
quick.
Time to bust out the tickles.
I have an idea that we might not.
Beck lunged forward.
Whoop, we're gonna zippity zoop zoop through right through this.
Tears be... Beck redoubled. Iggy's eyes dark. Iggy...
Instead of going straight to Nuncreed, I think we're gonna go check on Beck first and see if that does something.
Chapter 4. The best policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching him. He'd only
No. You just kind of discover the words. Yeah. Oh my god, this is gonna be such a long thing.
In a torrent. Rocks with it.
Okay, come on.
Roxy. Luca wiped his.
Because I know we're still discovering words. Like, oh no, I think I got a mosquito bite on my eyebrow. That's the worst. Okay, so we're gonna go out here. And then, could be worse. I hate getting them on my fingers. That's really bad because I use them a lot. Oh no. Yeah, see, we have a lot of new words that we haven't been able to use yet. So that means I'm missing something. Maybe I'm missing a couple things. Hide, chill, ponder, shit, chill, struggle, change, rumble, breaks. Oh, that's where the new one is. Hold on, we're going back all the way here. Surprise! And in the stillness, he began to hum.
And in the stillness, he
This might be
began
where I need to
hum.
unlock.
After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud. Gran lowered the torch, listening closely.
Really? Is a humming gonna be what saves the day
As
here?
recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out. A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear. before
Fucking
dropping
humming
to the
ex
snow herself.
machina. This is such a... No. I don't love it when stories do this.
Through a flood of tears,
Especially because we've
she
never
began
heard
to
this
hum
humming
along,
before.
note for note.
Is Gran our mom? But because she's gotten in touch with the slime, she looks like an older woman? Because we saw what happens when...
Luca lifted his head in astonishment.
We saw what happens to the
last
cat.
time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
How do you know? I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo. Buckaroo? The only people who call me that are my dad and your mother.
Luca blinked through blurry, watery
Oh my
eyes,
God.
trying to see more clearly.
Oh, what a twist! What a fucking incredible
He
twist!
could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother, only smaller, older, changed.
Mom? That's right, buckaroo. Mom!
Luca sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother. They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
Eleanor, I thought you were...
Gone? You should have known I would never abandon my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
How?
You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you'd have pieced it together by now.
You were exposed.
Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave me? I never left you. I was always right here, Luca. Why did you lie to me? It tore me up, Luca, but I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process. Then what do we do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big.
I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with fire.
For the first time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now there's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard truth.
Luca gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Come on, everybody. We've got a party to crash. Oh my god, I can't believe it's our mother this whole time. Yeah, fuck you, Nuncreed, trying to hit on my mom after what you did to my dad.
You don't understand. He always wins.
Chapter 9.
Oh my god, is this the first time we've hit chapter 9?
You know. Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest.
It's his grandmother is his mother. So we just found out that touching the green slime can age you. That is the thing that it does. And so she got exposed to it and then came back as his grandmother instead of his mother to keep him safe.
Marked deep engineering. No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door bust open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory.
It is a plot
In
twist.
one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers.
Although it does bother me that they're not using the other side of this page when there's no
They
image.
were experiment reports on something called Tempest Liquamin. There were dozens of them. Every
Liquamin
one stamped
wouldn't have
failed.
an E at the end,
Eleanor
but
heard
okay.
a sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
Oh, it does open. Okay. And that is what change is all about. Sweet Caroline. Bwah, bwah, bwah. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? This man is a liar. Excuse me? I will not. This town has a dangerous secret and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up a whole damn town and moved it right under our noses. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
I actually have no clue. I don't think we're done yet. I don't even think we're close to done yet. We have to figure out how to get through to the end on the other side. Imagine such a thing. It's absurd and just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated... Mrs. Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to... You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniveling little worm. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please? Don't you all see this festival is a sham? An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I'm Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Well, aren't you just as sneaky as the Dickens? We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take care of this will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable so that she can get the help she needs. Nuncreed?
She's not the one who's disturbed.
Oh, sippy sippy time.
You two-timing clown.
Sippy sippy.
You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is...
Oh! What are you doing, slow clapping? That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god, is this Sharper Valentine who made himself look younger because of the slime as well? Take them away.
No, I want them to see this. Ah, the ever-tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite the thorn in my side. Like a weed that's burrowed in where it doesn't belong. I must confess you look dreadful.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You managed to pull one over on me.
I'm not surprised that there's going to be this many twists.
It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party. But alas, I'm expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter, your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr?
Yes, sir?
It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for that rousing oratory. I will take it from here.
Yes, sir, of course, sir.
You have done good quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense we agreed on.
Kerr gave a bow of deference.
Founder, you are most gracious.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Yep.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
Yep,
In one
it's the
smooth
poison.
motion, he
Yep.
downed its contents.
There it is. And he's going to turn into Sharper
A triumphant smile
Valentine.
flew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and
Bingo.
face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Okay, the animation for this is kind of funny, though.
A hushed horror gripped the crowd.
Where'd the suit come from?
This is a story
Where did the
about
suit
change.
come from?
What? No! Ah, so you didn't see that coming. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. The festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign.
Oh my god. Huh, wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of laugh.
Oh my god, it's giving me the Jeff Bezos
Frustrated
laugh
rumbles
in my head.
sprinkled through the crowd.
Oh no. Sharper, you malicious bastard! Oh, hey, there's another word. I'm glad you're back so I can tell it to your face! You destroyed this town! We ain't gonna let you get away with it again! Jeffrey Bezos! Jeffrey Bezos! Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr?
William Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
They're gonna go get him and take him away. You coward! Does anyone else have something to contribute?
Helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
Ah, so this is okay. I get this now because this is all has been his ploy for immortality, and then everything else is inconsequential to that. I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools. You people should be celebrating my return. You're clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy? I gave you both the greatest gift a parent can give. The opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence. Squandered. To say I am disappointed would be an understatement. But I
Silence, Augustus. An adult is speaking.
Ouch! Burn! Jesus Christ!
I don't know which is worse, a son who is completely hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Eris, you fail me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, I have been wasting time, my dear. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever?
Oh, there it is.
But what about... It's all right, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination.
Oh, wow, you fucking hate your kids.
There's just no helping it. Now then, where's Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Ah, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough. Nonsense! The people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. I only did what I did because he left me no choice. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter, cheer up. You're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again, and I am willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty.
Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of Perennial Harvest?
You think that puffed up blatherskite could have accomplished all this? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
You see, I needed a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and bilk this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow, you've earned it.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
All right there, Count Olaf, take a chill pill.
Patrick C. Montesquieu, thespian extraordinaire at your service. Founder, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity. It truly was the role of a lifetime.
Wait. So this Bill Kerr was a patsy this whole time?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Bill Kerr, Patsy, fuck me. Now that your secret's out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you?
Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know that what each and every person in this town fears most. And I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple.
I'm not afraid of you.
Ah, the young hero. I've kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity. If things would have gone a bit differently, you might have had your moment of triumph. But that's fate for you.
You can't do this.
Oh, but I can. I have won. Never underestimate what a great man can do, given time. And now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought. But well worth it.
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit-chat, let's get to work, shall we?
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties. Beacon Pines became famous, a secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer. The end. This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now.
That's one way to describe it.
You can feel it, right? We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing.
You're right.
Let's see.
Okay, where are we here? Do we finally have... There we go. There we go. That was what we needed. Malice lurking behind those eyes. Oh, we might actually finish this today.
Like a trap ready to spring. Luca felt the weight of Nuncrete's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to
Yeah,
get
I'm
out
thinking
of there.
we're pretty close now. I just want this all to be over.
Of course, I'm sure it will all work out soon enough.
I should get going. I told Roxy I'd check for Rollo at the
Luca
treehouse.
twisted free of Nuncrete's grasp.
Of course. Luca, you know your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come to me with anything.
Don't fucking lie to me. Don't you fucking lie to me, mister. You're gonna betray me at the drop of a hat just like you did my dad, and now my dad's dead, you little piece of shit.
Anything at all.
I hope you go to hell, Nuncreed. Oh, I don't actually need to go there. Oop. These festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it would be a thing to behold. I agree, this is all more than a little sad. It's worse than sad. It's boring. What if we did a little something to spice things up?
I'm listening.
You know that festival sign waiting to be unveiled? It would be a shame if someone...
The two scurried off, eagerly formulating a plan.
Uh-oh. Alright, let's talk to the lady. Let's see what her book has to say this time. He looked down and muttered in a gruff voice. Mama always told me my problems would look smaller once I grow up. But my problems always seem to grow right along with me. Heavens, I sense big trouble ahead. No shit, Sherlock. Identify yourself, please. Nelimoto, I work here now. I am unable to locate you on our staff roll. Oh, I don't officially start until tomorrow. Mr. Kerr said I could come in early tonight to get a few things done. Hold, please. Clearance authorized. Thank you. Our harvest awaits. Do. Oh. Whoa! Oh, God, hold on. You could get a wrench for noggin sneaking up on a guy like that! Oh, to the noggin. I can't fucking do this right now. Don't scare when he's junkin'. Don't scare man while he's junkin', sonny! Evening, Jeff. It's kind of late to be... Isn't it kind of late to be junkin'? Might as well ask the same thing to you! Find anything good? Bah, ever since perennial harvest moved in, even the junk is trash. You can learn a lot about a person by looking at the way what they throw away. But this bunch is all shredded paper and coffee cups. I'd better get going. Didn't see nothing if you didn't see nothing. See what? Exactly. Okay, nothing there. Anything here? I don't want to talk. No, I can't even talk to the kid. Okay. Okay, to the treehouse. Rollo?
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Rollo! Rollo, wherever you are, I hope you're okay.
Luca felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag.
Dude, what's your mom gonna say
He
when
conceded
you
to
don't
its
come home?
lumpy embrace. Once again, Luca found himself in a vast black
two dream
expanse.
sequences in one night?
This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Luca stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket. A keepsake. The voice of his
That
father
doesn't seem like a
spoke
good
behind
idea.
him. You made me proud, Buckaroo. Luca turned to face him. Dad, what is this place? A warm grin grew across his father's face. A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together.
Ah, so the other lines of this game, okay.
Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail. Wait? For what? Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. That's up to you.
Oh, shit.
Without knowing why, Luca began to weep.
I think that's fair.
Is any of this real? Are you real?
Oh, when did you change your voice for Luca? You've
Luca's
not done
father
that
bent
until
down
now.
to smudge away a tear. Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me.
Oh, shit, what if I don't miss you,
Luca
though?
turned to look at the older version of himself. And you? The doppelganger choked back tears. I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone. Does that make sense? Through his tears, Luca laughed. I think so. His father pulled him in for an embrace. Time to go, Buckaroo.
Okay, wakey wakey time. Grandma
Luca was
Mom's not
startled
gonna be
from his
happy.
dream by a banging on the floor.
Are you in there?
A commanding voice rumbled from below.
Uh-oh, I don't know what voice it is, though. That's the problem.
Just as Lucas sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open. Chapter 5.
No.
Dangers big and small. Lucas stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight. Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony. As his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
It's gotta be Mom. Oh. Rollo? Oh my god, that's Rollo. They put him in the thing. Stop right there or I'll...
Sheesh, I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me.
Who are
The
you?
large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
Stop now or I'll clobber you with a baseball bat.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Take it easy. Luca, you need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rollo.
Nice try, but I know you aren't Rollo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he?
Uncle. Luca, quit messing around. It's me.
Is that the same outfit? If it's really you, prove it.
Flaming chicken coop, Luca.
Luca's jaw dropped. He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him.
Oh, I feel bad for Rollo because I don't know if this is reversible.
Something about him was undeniably Rollo.
Took a deep dip in the toxic
Only
waste.
bigger, older, changed.
How? What happened to you?
When I was running away, I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away.
What? Where did they take you?
You know, they threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool.
I have to stop doing the voice today. Oh my god, that's so painful.
I think it was an underground lab or something. They made my hands all big, look.
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
Pretty sweet, right? I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower, but beggars can't be choosers.
Rollo, it wasn't just your hands.
My feet, too? Dang, Pa just made me some new shoes. Wait, Luca, why are you so small?
Luca moved to the side and pointed Rollo to his reflection.
Cursed
in the
hex.
window.
What the?
His hands shot up to his face.
Yeah, no shit. Now you gotta be surprised.
Holy Toledo!
Rollo, just what did they do to you?
They made me drink some sort of green crud.
Ew.
Actually, it wasn't too bad. It kind of tasted like licorice.
Ew.
I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sorta smashed open my cage and escaped.
Whoa, you smashed open a cage?
Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur.
They had you in a cage? Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it.
Fix it? This is awesome.
Well, I'm just glad you're safe now.
Luca, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched, but look at it this way. I got snatched, and I know where snatched people go. We may finally have a lead on what happened to your family.
Oh boy, howdy do we know. Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous.
Danger, huh?
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take 'em all on.
Hey, fellas, what's up?
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luca.
Take cover.
Did I come at a bad time?
Who the heck are you?
This is Beck. Oh my god, we're in a timeline where Beck and Rollo haven't met. Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened, and I need help. I didn't know where else to go. So you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend. No, this is my buddy Rollo. This is your missing friend. One and the same. He seems a little old.
I'll have you know that this is a recent development.
What the heck does that mean?
Oh, I'm sorry, you're the one who just showed up out of nowhere. So we'll be asking the questions here.
That's fair. How did you find us? Your silly little treehouse.
I think you mean our silly little mission control.
I hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret, and I could hear your racket from a mile away.
See, Luca, this is why we need to improve security around here.
Not now, Rollo. Beck, you said something bizarre happened? Yeah, but...
She shot a nervous glance at Rollo.
Anything you can say around me, you can say around Rollo. This has been a weird day all around, hasn't it? Yep.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
Okay, so it all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try and salvage my hair. So I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry set my mom gave me. Oh, it's a cutscene. Shit. Hold on. Okay. Just need to play it cool and hope no one notices. Notices what? Oh, nothing. I was just... Come over here and let me have a look. Oh, honey, what in the world did you do to your hair? I just kind of felt like a change. This is going to take forever to grow out. You were the one who said that change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess I took your lesson to heart.
Ilona tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Tonight? Her and Mr. Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy seems like a grade A creep. You have no idea. Beck. He is. Him and his weird cult of personality. You are not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. Oh, I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough for her to exile her daughter to this podunk town. This place sucks. The people are weird. You just don't know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountains. You'll get used to it. I can't even pick up a single decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm reports. You know I grew up in a town not that different from this one. Is that why you're better at talking to plants than people? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. What? In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. But not another peep.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey, but that doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Oh, and if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more,
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off for you. Think of how rebellious you'll look then. That's not good parenting. Very funny. Thank you. Oh, good. I'm glad it's a joke. Good night, sweetie. Good night, Mom.
Wait. First of all, this town does not suck. Second, you need help because you got grounded?
No. I'm sorry you got in trouble. It's my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it. I kind of like this look.
Great, can we get back to the story now?
The next part is the important bit. I have this radio I upgraded with my mom, and I was too angry to sleep. So I tried to dial into something worth listening to. Mr. Kerr, are you there? Mr. Kerr? Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Apologies, I have the founder on the line. Patch him through immediately. One moment. Hello, sir. It's so nice to hear from you. Skip the pleasantries. What's your report on our new lead researcher of deep engineering? Nellie Modewell seems to be integrating nicely. At this very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She offered to work overtime before I even had a chance to suggest it. Excellent. And you have faith she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessor? Her work must be complete before the festival. I will make sure she stays days and night until it's completed. Good, you know how I feel about loose ends. Yes, sir. Once she has finished the work, we need to make a determination regarding her long-term prospects in the company. Immediately, sir. I usually have more time to fully bring people into the fold. We are in the end game, Bill. After your failures with Dr. Prescott, I can't afford to take any risks. Of course, sir. No loose ends, sir. Once she finishes the work, she will either leave the office completely committed to perennial harvest, or she won't leave at all. Perfect. So if I might suggest, maybe we should just delay it just for a bit. Oh. It's just we seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline, and rushing into things has caused some issues in the past. I see. Please understand that I just want what's best for you. I'm eternally grateful for all that you have done for me. Bill, I'll make this very clear for you. I brought you in to make things run smoothly, not to have opinions. Of course, sir. Chin up, Bill. You are only a few days away from having everything you ever dreamed of. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Whoa. Yeah.
Just, just so we're clear.
Oh god, no, that's the wrong voice.
Just so we're clear, when they said loose ends, they were talking about murder, right? Like actually killing someone? Capital murder?
Luca gave Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Who is this founder? I was hoping you guys would know. Okay, I'll take another sippy sip. Now, if only I was drinking water and not Coke Zero.
Nah, as far as we know, Kerr's the top banana at Perennial Harvest.
He sounded scared of this founder guy.
So we haven't even topper banana on the field.
A cherry, you mean, right? Like a cherry? What the hell is my mom caught up in? Has she talked about her job, about the job much? Not really. She said she was going to come in and continue the work of someone she respected.
Luca, do you think the body at the warehouse was...
The person Beck's mom came to replace? That would make sense.
Beck, it seems like Nellie's predecessor got, loose-ended.
I'm getting that impression. Okay, so we need to get your mom out of there before the festival happens.
That's 2 days away. Won't she just come home after work?
The creep on the radio said they were going to hold her there until then. So if she's not coming out, we gotta go in and get her.
Beck flicked a large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
Maybe this'll help.
You have blueprints?
Well, it's really just a welcome map from my mom's PH orientation day. But it shows the layout.
Sure looks like blueprints to me. Look, here's the reception area and a big room marked Founder's Office. It even has the exits marked. Guys. We have a deadline, we have an objective, we have blueprints. You realize what this is, right?
A heist?
Rollo started to wiggle with excitement.
Yep.
I think we're heisting. This is officially a heist.
He got so big, they dumped him in the toxic waste. Or no, they made him drink the toxic waste that makes people older. Casey, have you been listening? Did you hear all of the wild...
The heist.
Oh, you have not heard what's going on. Okay.
They spent the night's end huddled around that
Don't say anything, anyone. If we get there again tonight, she might be here to listen to it.
Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat. A modern facility.
Tell Darrell I said
with
hi.
all manner of technology, not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time the sun
Did he go to bed?
peeked through
Is that
the
why?
car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work.
Yeah, that checks
The
out.
final day before the festival would be used to prepare.
It's still, yeah. No, he's got his CPAP machine in.
They'd need
He's ready to
pull
go.
Every resource at their disposal. Pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca,
Let me
Beck, and
do
Rollo
that
rubbed
part.
their eyes as they exited the
Don't just
treehouse.
tell me that everyone joined. Why would everyone join?
They hadn't slept at
Oh,
all
yeah,
night.
that makes sense.
There was no time. The festival was to
8-hour
begin in
layover,
one
Jesus
day,
Christ.
and they each had their assignments.
All right, quick recap. Rollo, you're going to talk to Roxy cordially. Without her and Fitz, this whole thing could go bust.
Me, Cordial is my middle name.
Uh-huh. And how do you plan on to explain your
Looked
new
vaguely at Rollo's sizable figure.
circumstance?
Bah, she'll be so happy I'm alive she won't even notice.
Beck snorted an
That's not
involuntary
true.
giggle.
And Beck, you're sure Alona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. Once she understands the danger Nellie is in, the danger we're all in, the plan will make sense. Okay. That leaves me with Jeff, then Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of something.
They each looked at
Of course
each
I get
other
Jeff and
with
Iggy the
sleepy
hardest.
confidence and nodded.
Welp, Godspeed.
What about Grandma? AKA, well, okay. What about Grandma? I'm just curious. Could I go back this way? You can't go out that way, but can I go see Grandma? Is she here? I didn't say anything, did I? Did I say anything? I don't fucking think so. I scraped by on the skin of my teeth. And that is how we get by in this game. Okay, they really said you can't go see her, huh? You do exactly what we tell you to do. Linear storytelling.
For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than...
Yeah, we've read that before. Undaunted, he shook his head. Over? No. Endings are merely a state of mind. This doesn't end until I give up. Wow. I admire the conviction. But can you really pull through? So I have to go find Jeff and Iggy. Oh, he should be asleep. What are you talking about? He says hi back. Alright, here's Jeff. Hey, Jeff. What can I do you for? Well, I know how much you hate perennial harvest. Hate's a strong word! Oh, sorry, I didn't say it was the wrong word! Gotcha. So we're gonna break into their headquarters, and I thought you might be able to help.
Jeff wheezed out a long snicker.
Hee hee! Yes, see, I knew you kids were all right! Great, so you'll help?
The joy in Jeff's
Oh,
face
God.
drained instantly.
Not a chance! But... give me one good reason I should risk my hide aiding and abetting you rascals!
Looking into the sullen eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luca blurted out the first word that came to mind.
Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Because this one is gonna work. You know this is the one that works. I don't want to do the right one. We're gonna do the wrong ones first. Hide!
Jeff's brow perked up.
What'd you say? Go ahead and hide then.
Sensing some traction, Luca carried on with vigor.
Let a bunch of kids do what needs to be done. We're not afraid.
Jeff's scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you will about old Jeff, and they all do. But you'll never hear him say I hid from nothing.
One good stomp of
Oh, I didn't realize this
all
was the
Jeff
right
needed
choice.
to drive his point home.
What was it you kids needed? Some sort of disguise. I've got just the thing. And while we're at it, that crate should come in handy. This ain't gonna be free, you know. I'm thinking 5 bags of sour gum should cover it. Put it on my tab.
Luca offered out his open hand to seal the deal. With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff reciprocated.
Done. Swing by first thing in the morning. I didn't realize that was gonna work. Shit, that was kind of not what I was hoping for. I thought that junk was gonna be the word that worked. Out of curiosity, can we go back and do that again? No. Interesting. It doesn't let me do that again until later. Hey, oh god.
Hey, Tish, look who it is. Luke, are you here to try and tickle us to death again?
Look, just hear me out.
He raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
We're listening.
Again, I know we've both been giant bags of shit to each
He
other.
gave a reluctant shrug.
You're not wrong.
But lately life has been kinda strange, you
He
know?
considered the point.
Things have been weird around here.
So I'm offering a truce and asking for your help. What do you say we
Break our hostilities,
at least for now?
We do like breaking things. Even if a truce means less. Breaking things.
What if I told you there was a way to have a truce and break stuff?
Go on.
I need you to cause a distraction so I can sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ.
A wild-eyed grin spread across Iggy's face.
Oh, I think we're doing the right option first. Shit.
My, Luca Van Horn, I'm impressed.
And after all this is done, maybe you and Tish can come hang out at the treehouse sometime.
Iggy glanced over to Tish, who nodded in agreement.
Fine. But not because we want to see your crappy treehouse. We just like to cause chaos.
With a quick nod, Luca was off.
You mean with Jeff? I thought junk was gonna be the word.
Did you hear that, Tish?
He gazed up at Tish with a smile.
He invited us to hang out at the
A
treehouse.
single tear ran down Tish's cheek.
Oh, I never expected this day to come. How wonderful.
Oh my god, you can say words!
Chapter 7.
Oh my god, we're really starting to put all our words to use.
A good heist requires preparation. And thorough preparation takes time. Something they had precious little of. So far, everything was in order. Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part. Beck radioed Luca that night with a simple and covert message. We are locked and loaded on my end.
Cool.
And Rollo, after a lengthy confession, managed to persuade Roxy and Fitz to help.
Fantastic.
In mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention.
Oh, Rollo, you should have come slept
uniquely suited
over.
for the role, would be the first to breach Perennial Harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10% wardrobe, 90% confidence.
And that is why it's a charisma check in D&D.
Rollo took a few vigorous breaths and shook out his arms.
Oh my god, Rollo. Look at you, buddy. A mustache and everything, you look just like your father.
Just stay calm, Rollo. You can do this. Got your delivery here.
Delivery? I don't have anything in my notes about a delivery. One moment. I'm so sorry, but there's no scheduled delivery for this morning.
He
Right.
had to think quick.
That's because this goes directly to the founder. He asked that it be kept secret.
Rollo sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
You know how the founder can be.
I suppose we can just leave this one off the records? Oh my god, that's how we get in?
A harvest awaits and such.
Stroke of his mustache, Rollo proceeded into the Perennial Harvest headquarters.
And we're in. A harvest awaits.
Package here for the founder.
Oh, I didn't hear anything about...
Yeah, this is kind of a need-to-know kind of thing.
I'll just
He
check.
stammered and flipped through the pages of his clipboard.
This goes directly to the founder. I don't have time to fill you in.
Oh, I see. If you could just complete this form.
Rollo interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time with the forms. Look, if you want to explain to the founder why I'm late, well, it's your funeral.
I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again?
Rollo panicked.
A harvest awaits, sir. That's a restricted area. Excuse me, sir. A harvest awaits. Ready to light up this candle, Tish? Oh my god, Rollo, please.
Yup. Suck on this, Perennial Ham Fist.
What was that?
Distraction was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Just open the damn door. I've got a job to do.
Clipboard fumbled around in a frenzy.
I should check on that noise.
Oh, come on. Just buzz me in already.
Okay.
Heh. Phew. That was close.
And we're in. Our harvest awaits.
Hey, I figure, when in doubt, stick with the classics.
Well, that was a close one. But you pulled it off. Nice work, Rollo. Alright, everyone knows what to do? Yep, deep engineering is to the north.
I'll go with Beck, in case you need some muscle.
I'll head east to the founder's office. You two be safe. Okay, so they're gonna go that way, which means I have to go this way. That's odd. There's not even any cups for the water. Oh, he really is Jeff Bezos. Jeffrey Bezos. Oh no. It has to be this way, right? This whole place just feels fake. But of all things, a fake plant? Oh shit. Solomon?
Solomon stopped in his tracks.
Luca, what are you doing here? It's a long story. Are you okay?
A veneer of confusion flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
No, I'm most certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me and... Were they in hazmat suits? Yes, how did you know? They brought me here and locked me up when when they were distracted, I ran. Dang, okay, you should stick with me. We've got a plan.
Solomon's facade briefly faltered.
We? Yeah, Rollo and Beck are headed to deep engineering. Thank heavens you found me. We've got to get out of here. We can't just leave yet. We can't leave just yet. But they'll catch us again. I've got to do something first. When you were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Founder? Why are you looking for him? I'm not. I just need to get into that office. Now that you mention it, I do think I saw a door that said Founder. It was just down this way.
Luca happened to notice a plaque above the door.
Office of the Founder. Knocking comes with consequence. Oh, here it is. Son of a bitch. Nice try, Solomon. So it is. Pretty lucky that I ran into you, or else I might have missed it. Truly fortunate.
Luca tried the handle.
Locked.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, it seems to be some sort of electric lock. I don't see how we could possibly defeat a lock like that.
Luca smiled and looked at his watch.
Let's just wait a minute. Oh my god, Ilona, what are you doing? Oh my god, is she gonna cut the electricity in this place? Yes! Queen shit! I don't know what sort of funny business you're up to, but I like it.
She mimed a quick hat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
Queen behavior coming out of everyone here. Howdy. Good afternoon.
The light on the keypad changed from red to green.
Eat shit. How did you do that? It's good to have friends. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us.
Luca switched on his walkie-talkie.
Rollo, I'm in. As expected, there's a control panel.
Great timing, we're stuck at a door marked 24601. You need you to get us through.
What if someone catches us? We should get out of here. I'm not leaving my friend, Solomon.
On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely you don't have a way to get around the password.
Luca pecked out his best guess. Underground secrets. The screen blinked to life. Columns of
Son of a
numbers glowed
bitch.
on a black background.
Oh, we're so clever. How did you just guess that? Oh, this absurd password Rollo heard when he was down here before. It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the Founder uses such a basic password. Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple. These villain types always end up outsmarting themselves.
Solomon's jaw clenched into a half smile.
Eat shit, Solomon. Your powers of deduction are as impressive as your luck.
Luca quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
Rollo, I think this should do it.
Bingo bango, doors open. Luca, you never fail to impress.
What is that slippery loud even doing down there? We have a friend whose mom is in trouble. We're here to get her out. I see.
Okay, Luca, I think we're close. The next door is marked 1386.
Once again, Luca scrutinized the numbers on the screen. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Maybe this one opens the lock. Yo, you son of a bitch, Solomon.
Crap, we got company. Luca must go faster.
1 sec, I can't think with all this
He
noise.
skimmed the screen with his finger.
Here it is, 13806. Go, go, go! Curse these fumbling hands. My apologies, Luca. Don't beat yourself up. I know you were just trying to help. Oh god, they are so close.
Oh man, no water cups.
Rollo. Rollo, are you okay? Rollo, come in!
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
You can turn off the alarms. They're
With
trapped.
self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dears, is a dead end. Nowhere to run. Rollo, where are you? Are you okay?
Yeah, I think we lost him. Making our way back to Nellie's office.
Okay, you two rabble-rousers are coming with us.
Nope. Make a break for it.
That's actually really smart. Did that little shit just kick me? Don't just stand there after them.
Okay, I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz should have them on a wild goose chase.
I'm having trouble following what just happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. Rolla, how long do you think Roxy can distract them?
How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's just say we've got time. Entering Nellie's office now.
Mom.
Oh, honey, what did you do to your hair?
I thought you'd be happy I finally used the young chemist's lab kit.
You sure have a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways.
We need to get you out of here.
Wait, who is your adult friend? Oh, I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? I've had more of a growth spew. No, that's not possible.
Nellie leaned over to examine his teeth.
A substantial banding on the enamel of the molars consistent with Tempest liquamine and exposure. Is that what you call the gunk they forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh no. They told me it was only being tested on plants. Oh, Beck, sweetie, I promise I didn't know.
Mom, what the hell is going on at this place?
I was brought here to work on the discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound that was discovered under Pekin Pines in a wellspring they call the Source. They named it Tempest liquamine. It pulls energy from its surroundings in order to fundamentally alter matter's relationship to time. It was the secret to Valentine's fertilizer. They harvested the source, infusing small amounts of Tempest liquamine into the product. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops would be ready to harvest in a fraction of the time. But it led to complications. The foul harvest. Perennial harvest came in to clean up the mess, to succeed where Valentine failed. But Tempest liquamine is rebellious. Rebellious? You can think of it as a manifestation of change itself. It's volatile by its very nature.
So, the more you try to force it to do a specific thing,
the more it resists, yes.
I can relate to that.
My role was to finish the work of my predecessor, Dr. Prescott. Harnessing Tempest liquamine to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just imagine how many people we could feed.
Mr. Kerr was very insistent that we achieve a successful result before today's festival. But you didn't, right?
Nellie sighed.
You know how much I love a good puzzle. I poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long before I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes.
Oddities?
They contained obvious errors, mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make. So I fixed them
And now I get to replace my entire wardrobe.
I really am truly sorry.
Meh, those clothes are all hand-me-downs anyway.
It sounds like Dr. Prescott figured it out, got cold feet, and intentionally sabotaged his own work. I had considered that possibility. I even sent a letter to ask him to clarify his thinking. Mom, Dr. Prescott is dead. Kerr had him killed. What? I overheard them talking about it on the radio.
That's why we gotta get you out of here.
Like, now. Wait, the vial! I finally solved the chemical equation allowing direct control of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came. All the more reason we gotta hightail it.
Luca, we got Dr. Modwell heading your way now.
Roger that, be careful. Alright, everything's on track. And what is your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when they get here. In the meantime, maybe we can dig up some more info. Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security system, time card logs, payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Solomon muttered inaudibly.
Just you wait. Huh? Oh, nothing.
Luca tugged on each of the cabinets.
Dang, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected. Oh, $5, the key is over here somewhere. Looks like the founder was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will tell.
Luca held his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. He must have been in here recently. I'm really sorry you got it dragged into this mess, Solomon. You needn't worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I promise.
Subtle, quivering lip. A smile crawled across Solomon's face.
Malice 80 proof whiskey. 80 proof? A hard drink for a hard man, no fucking kidding. Wow, even his alcohol is arrogant.
Solomon once again muttered under his breath.
I should just smother you right now. What's that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Don't be silly, you're no bother at all.
They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Lock it, lock it, lock it!
Locked.
That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards.
We barely got away. Did they follow you? I'll take that as a yes. Rolo.
Before we start tossing blame around, is it possible someone ordered a pizza?
We'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely not a pizza. What now?
Don't look at me, I'm officially retiring from the heisting business.
We are so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course. He's gonna just let them in. Everyone else huddle up. Oops! I think this little caper has gone on long enough. Solomon, no! Hush now, child. The adults are speaking. Dr. Modwell, a brief reintroduction is in order. We never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child. The powerful, enigmatic founder. Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town. Perennial harvest, Valentine fertilizer, all connected by a single thread. Yours truly. But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Yes, now you've got it.
Tempest Liquamine, you discovered how to reverse the process?
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Very good, Dr. Moatwell, very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional.
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
And the effects went a little too far for my tastes.
That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work.
Which you did admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial, please.
Kerr presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
Of course he did. May I present to you the eighth wonder of
Before
the...
he could finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable.
Be careful, you fool. You have no idea what you have in your hand.
Actually, we do. You just did a whole evil villain monologue-y thing about
Rollo
it.
casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a
Luca
taste.
tickled the vial mockingly.
Seize him.
Luca, over here. Move another inch and... Move another inch and I'll smash it.
He held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan.
I'll smash it, I swear.
Fine, risk killing us all. Or, if you're lucky, nothing happens. Then what? We capture you and grant you much less leniency.
He pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
A deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You're a smart girl, Beck. But there's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there is only one way this ends.
She looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it!
We can't trust this jerk.
I'm sorry. He's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded.
Wow.
Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Mr. Kerr, you have allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance review.
The blood drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. But first, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. And to think all of this was thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? Huh, I said, Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be part of something great. But the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
A muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Well, that's my cue. After the festivities, my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three keep post outside the door. Well, crap.
I can't believe Beck sold us out like that.
I'm not sure she had any other choice.
So what now? What's the plan?
I don't have one.
Of course you do. You always have a plan.
Rollo,
You just need some time.
Rollo, it's over. We lost. Hey, I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to do. I know, it's just, we were so close. I've got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Well, time seems less of an issue for him now. Okay.
Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note hidden in a false drawer.
What sort of note?
Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short. So he left behind a letter with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Luke, I think they were meant for you.
Why? What did it say?
It was about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with the stolen keycard. There was an accident. She'd been exposed to extreme amounts of Tepis liquamine.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
Is she...
She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work.
And it cost him his life.
That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where has she been? Where is she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull. Chapter 8. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet.
Okay.
She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot
That
at
is so
destroying
soft
the
for that
source,
Eggie.
that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone. Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo. With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane.
Go on, Granny. Fucking fuck them up.
If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Damn, she really is caning them good. God damn. Look at them go! Gran, what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to save Rollo.
Hey, Mrs. Lucas Gran. That's awful nice of you, but I'm fine.
Oh no, what did they... Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Isn't her art stream so lovely? So lovely! Mel's the one that actually made our puppet here, too. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We've got to stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No! He looks like Mario because, so, Rollo grew up into a bigger body and he had to pretend to be a plumber to get in here.
Well, I guess that's it. We lost.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. No, it's choice
With a
time.
mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember
Oh.
when I had the vial behind my back?
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little blank. Ooh. I don't know which one is the right one, so we're gonna go with the one that feels right. The one that is most grammatically correct. Junk.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Can't wait to see the look on his face when he recognizes he drank his own cigar ash.
Ew. How did ashes get into the vial?
It was pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyway.
Pa always said bad habits are like 50-yard field goals.
Huh?
Hard to kick.
Luca and me are the same right now. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
This is the funniest transformation scene. I love the little sound effects. Did we just fucking snap him? Mr. Valentine, I don't feel so good.
Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit.
Oh fuck, we like straight up
As
murdered
the
him.
last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed.
Sometimes I wish I was a camera streamer because my jaw feels like it's hitting my chest. Like, Jesus Christ, what are we
Sharper
doing?
Valentine was gone for good.
No shit, Sherlock?
His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pine, a new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future.
No, I was just gardening before this. I needed to get some stuff done and some stuff cleaned.
The end.
That's one way to end.
Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying.
My garden is doing so good. We actually just went out, we grabbed some, we got the final stage of Scarborough Fair, which means I now have parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. And I plan on making a Scarborough Fair compound butter.
If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
I do have tomatoes. I've got cucumber. I've got snap peas. I've got cilantro, which we had to harvest today because it's starting to bolt because it's getting too hot. Which means if it starts flowering, I'm going to save the seeds for later on in the year. No, we got to do that again. Let's do all the endings for that. What else? We've got strawberries. Let's do malice.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
What else do I have? Malice, the whiskey from his office? Yep, dude had an unfinished glass on his desk. Figured his grow juice could use a little hair of the dog. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand.
What else do I have
as he
up there?
disappeared into
I know, I love a good
belching
pun.
Green mist.
What else? I'm forgetting something. Or maybe it was the, Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god!
dedication! Now that's what I call 80 poof whiskey.
Damn, dude. Oh my god, we got an achievement that's called Pop Goes the Weasel. Yeah, Luca's face is such a mood right now.
The crowd gazed in stunned silence at the now empty stage.
Jesus
The
Christ.
quiet was broken when William Kerr sprinted off stage and into the distance.
Hey, BRB, go ahead.
He was never seen around Beacon Pines, or anywhere else for that matter, again.
As he should not be.
Watching the silhouette of Kerr disappear over the horizon, Luca began to laugh. First, a low chuckle that became uncontrolled, heaving laughter. Through his tears, he was vaguely aware that the crowd had begun to laugh with him. The end.
Oh, that's a nice
That
ending.
was unexpected.
Yeah, it did feel a little bit like a joke, devs.
Perhaps a bit of an absurd ending for my taste, but who am I to say? I'm only writing the damn thing.
Let's do the last one. Change it is.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Please tell me it's not like you dropped coins in there. Oh my god, I was right, it is pocket change.
Like pocket change?
Your unlucky penny. Yeah, I plopped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's that going to do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now we observe. You can all call me Sharper Valentine the Third, because we've done this bit 3 times.
His body and face began to contort and expand.
Okay,
as he
guys.
disappeared into a belching green mist.
What do we think is gonna happen with this one? For those who are not eggy, who've already seen this ending. I mean, that would be nice. Oh my god, what if he went, like, reverted even more into a baby? Oh my god, he went back to a baby! Oh my god, how did I get that right? What the fuck? I'm a genius. I'm a fucking genius.
Holy crap, he's a baby?
Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? What he was no longer matters. This is an innocent child. Oh my god, look at his little face. That's not a fluffy little face. That's some bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we... We do what Valentines always do. What must be done. I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, young Sharper? That would be a great help. Thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes.
They're way too chill about their father just becoming a
With
baby.
a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone, the show is over. You may leave now. Return to crab. Return to monkey. Oh, we have an epilogue.
Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare.
I think we hit the canonical ending, technically.
Folks shared what they had, and none were left wanting.
I still gotta finish every ending I can
The
find.
new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts.
Because I'm not happy that Rollo's still an adult.
Spring
We
arrived,
can't
farmers
fix that.
planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread.
Yeah,
through
return
the
Rollo to
shallow
Crab.
valley. It crept over the town square, across
maybe
the
return
river,
Grandma to Crab?
past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn, his mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Oh, you're gonna let me play it! Oh, thank Jesus. Rolo, are you up yet?
Roger that. It is a beautiful day of mission control. You gonna swing by?
Oh no, is it gonna get emotional now? Be there in a minute. Oh no, is this gonna get emotional now?
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage.
Eleanor? Our mom?
Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom.
Okay.
And now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
Oh no, I'm not ready to cry today. Oh shit, everything's still open. Mom, I'm ready to go now. You go on without me, I'll meet you there. I've got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing. But now, I enjoy it. Because I didn't do it fast, because I shut it and didn't come back, she never ends up getting mad at me, which I feel like is probably an achievement, and I'm kind of sad that I missed it. And I have no way of going back, because I didn't know at the time. It's one of those things you just had to, like, know right at the gate. Come on, Luca. Sprint. Oh!
I hear you and Rolo have a big plans for that little treehouse.
Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity 1 Rolo, 1 Luca rule. So we decided to expand. But at least we've got some help with that. How's the internship at Nellie and Alona's shop going? Oh, they did stay good.
It's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into the School of Agriculture up at State. Also, Nellie said she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rolo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother.
She's so cute. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt.
I don't just mean grown, literally. This morning he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast.
Well, some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations.
Don't tell him this, because it'll go to his head, but I'm really proud of that little punk.
I'm sure he feels the same way, but he's just too dang proud to tell you.
I know.
We never could go this way, huh? Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going? Couldn't be better. I'm so grateful to Alona and Nellie for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Gus, we finished cleaning up the sidewalks. What's next?
When Perennial Harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town.
Ah,
Some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
so some of the clipboards were actually good people. Good to know. Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices. You can count on us! Well, it looks like you really found your calling. I never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now this right here... This is something I can be proud of. Okay, so the treehouse is that way. We're gonna go there last. I see you decided on a name. Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. I like it. It was actually Nellie's idea.
There's still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow.
Ah, like a date relationship. Our motto is, go slow and fix things. Amen to that. Yeah, like you have any room to talk. But we're gonna... I'd better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Oh, okay. Yoink. Then I guess we're going this way.
Luca, get this. I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning.
Seriously?
Yeah, an honest to goodness, flip-flopping, swim-swamming, fish.
I don't think I've ever caught an actual fish here.
Been at least 7 years since I've caught one. I'd say it's a good omen.
What did you do with the fish?
Oh, I released it back into the pond. I'm hoping to catch it again tomorrow.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh my god, look at us. We have
A little higher,
Yup.
a little lower,
Yup.
a little higher.
Yup.
I'm telling you, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are.
He's still too big. This is bigger than he used to be.
Would you tell him it's not the angle?
Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign.
Fine, fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who, me? Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone.
Yup.
They'll be fine, right? It'll be fine.
If we really want mission control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit.
Oh my god. You're right. Lead the way.
There we go. Check in with Beck. Okay, now we can go back. Wow, Jesus, it's really shenanigans. You gotta do things very specifically here. Are you doing better, though? Oh, God. Young Mr. Van Horn. How's little Solomon Sharper doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I, so we do a lot of strolling these days. He has, attempted to crawl out his... Or has he, was what it said. Attempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Modwell, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, this child is unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time around. That is the objective, yes. But really, all I can do is try and hope. Two activities I am endeavoring to find less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job. And the whole town is ready to help however we can. I can't wait to teach him how to throw a baseball.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
Aww. That would be acceptable. Okay, we gotta go talk to... Come on. He looked to his friends with a thankful smile. After everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Oh, hello, Luca. How are you? Really good, actually. That's wonderful. Did I miss anything? I think you're pretty much up to speed. Okay, we can travel around this area. Oh my god, look at him all dapper.
Wow, back for seconds?
If it's not too much trouble. For the longest time, I didn't understand the appeal of ice cream. It serves no purpose, other than being briefly enjoyed and then it's gone.
But it's pretty tasty while it lasts.
I am inclined to agree.
Hey, Luca, can you tell Roxy I'll be free in an hour?
Sure thing.
My dad's making me stock the shelves for the summer. He says it builds character. I think he meant to say it builds calluses.
Builds character.
Yeah, it builds something, alright.
Alright, Hiram. Luca, can I interest you in a delicious apple?
He playfully waggled an apple.
No thanks, just saying hello. Well, hello then. Mind telling your mom we need a new crate of jam? Already? It's funny, I used to hide this stuff in the back. Terrified someone would find out about our secret messages. Now everyone wants to get their hands on Eleanor Van Horn's famous spy jam. Oh, let's see what the teenagers are up to. Oh, there's only one of them up here. Luca, do you want a biscotti? On the house. I don't really have time. Zariel, you gotta come see this. I finally did it. I pulled the perfect espresso. Aw, Lumi. If I didn't know better, I would think you're proud of something. As if I know. It's too late. You are now officially a person that cares. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lumi. Welcome to having emotions. Oh god, here is this guy. What's today's news that needs knowing? I'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of The Ice Man Cometh at the State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. Our Pat C. I can't believe his name is Patrick C. Montesquieu. Oh my god, there's so many children here.
Over the school year, Kato and Bert had become close friends.
But did you know that when they covered up the source, they found a new species of fungus? Yeah, and they're studying it at the new labs. Did you know that Beacon Pines is now the smallest town in the county? Yeah, close to the population before Perennial Harvest moved in.
It typically went on like this for quite some time.
Oh god, they sound annoying as shit. I never got to see Dawn.
Luca peeked over Piper's shoulder. Laid stealthily inside a large volume of mathematics was the first issue of Hank Atomic.
Piper, are you reading Hank Atomic?
Do you mind not telling anyone? I kinda got a reputation to uphold.
Oh, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Just about every kid in town reads Hank Atomic. Honestly, I'm excited for you. What I'd give to start over fresh. To experience it again for the first time.
I guess that's the downside of finishing something nice.
Well, at least I can enjoy it again through you. Promise to tell me about it as you go?
Sure thing.
I love it when my friends experience media that I love and then tell me how they react to it. It's so soft. I should, right? I gotta go back and double check. I can't believe it's over. Yeah, the town's really starting to turn a new leaf. The town, I was talking about Hank Atomic. I just finished the last issue. How was it? As great as always. Hank finally returned to Earth, but I just feel weird now. Weird can be cool. It just means you're ready for something new. Any suggestions? You could ask Miss Hatch about what she's always reading. She seems to really enjoy it. Huh, maybe I'll do that. Wait, this way. I gotta go check on Dawn, my favorite little sleep bat. Which is, oh my god, oh, I see Jeff, and I'm scared to do the voice. This way, up and around. There she is.
I'm glad you swung by.
More follow-up questions for your story?
Nope, I got everything I need. Thanks again for that. I sent a draft of the story to a reporter in Capital City, and they offered me an internship.
Of course they did. You're an amazing reporter.
I don't know about all that. A story about a phony corporation that picked up an entire town of people and moved them to cover up in a massive illegal mine shaft full of incredibly hazardous chemicals? Sort of writes itself if you think about it.
Just don't forget us when you become a fancy big city reporter.
Capital City isn't that far away. I'm gonna have to come back from time to time to check in.
Mine shaft. Oh my god, did I say Minecraft? Shit.
And see what sort of trouble you've gotten yourselves into.
Aren't you guys like 12, 13 max? Like, But also, aren't these children like 13 years old? What do you mean you're going for an internship? Sorry to disappoint, but my adventuring days are over.
Ha, we both know that's not true.
What makes you say that?
Calendar report is intuition.
How are you tonight? How was French class? Oh, I gotta go check on Miss Fratelli, too.
Mrs. Fratelli glowed with a carefree smile.
Is that your suitcase? That is 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility.
Excuse me? Would you be so kind as to take my order?
2 weeks of sand, margaritas, and forgotten obligations. Excuse me? I'd love to place an order.
Mrs. Fratelli sighed with a zen-like calm.
I love her hair. Her hair is so good. I want my hair to look that kind of like sexy when I put it in an updo, and instead my hair becomes just flyaway. Like, I have so many flyaway hairs. Just as soon as the lunch rush ends, I'll be a feather on the wind. You're going on vacation. For the first time in years. And I got you and your mom to thank. Why's that? She didn't tell you yet? You two are gonna fill in for me at the diner while I'm gone. Just like old times. It's fine, I'll wait. Alright, Mr. Nuncreed, let's talk. Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I'm gonna go see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with? Even after everything I did, you'd still...
Mr. Nuncreed shook his head.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet.
Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you.
I'll visit Walt in my own time. You run along now.
No.
With perennial harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Oh, God. Come on, come on! No one is too big, no one is too small for Jeff's wild ride!
Well, maybe not completely unused.
Just one piece of candy for the ride of your life. Who's next? Oh, thank God that was a short bit. Oh, thank God that was a short bit. Well, looks like they cleaned up all the gunk. That's good. Oh, yeah, I definitely need it after that. Thank you. Sippy, sippy. Oh, there she is. I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning, I unpacked my last box. You're officially moved in! It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. Sounds an awful lot like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root-worthy. You're gonna be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years won't be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. I'm so sorry, Mel. What is this tree? Is it a new tree for them to... My mom prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. It should do okay in the cold of old Beacon Pines. It's his dad's tree. No. And thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. Oh my God, when you're ready, take Jeff's wild ride to Old Beacon Pines. Do you think we have anything left to see or do here? I think we talked to everyone, didn't we? Oh, we didn't talk to this kid. Guess what? Yesterday, I saw a Dynastus Tidius. And that's good? It's great. I haven't spotted one of these in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is going to become the bug capital of the county. I find it funny that animals are separate from bugs, but you know, c'est la vie. I really do think I've spoken to everyone. Yeah, there's nothing else. I mean, they are a different genus, yes, but like, you know what I mean. They really said furry friends only, except for the one scaly one. Ah, you got it! Now that's a good-looking tree! Being a special occasion and whatnot, the ride's on the house. You're gonna want to hang on tight to that little tree. Down we go. Oh.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for.
Oh, don't you cry. I don't care about you, narrator. Go away.
Honestly, I began to lose hope of ever finding it.
I don't care about you.
Then you came along.
No. I want to have my moment with
I
them.
don't know exactly how to think. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. Let's just watch the end together.
Ew. Stop being like this. Done. A good little tree. Oh, no, that's the wrong voice. The best little tree. Oh, fuck. I did not get that voice right. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks. For everything.
Shucks, I only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. We probably should give you some time alone now. You good?
Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling?
Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Pa always said the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. I feel like a dang cello.
Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you.
I know, you don't even have to say it.
You two make an awesome pair.
Excuse me? We're a trio now.
Yep. Thanks.
There's just one thing missing now that you're part of our group.
Missing.
Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic.
Oh, God. I won't be long.
We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found the perfect way to start our summer.
What, you're not gonna go back to your old age? So Sharper can devolve, but you can't go back? You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you ever afraid that you're gonna forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you two a moment. Hey, Dad. Dr. Modwell says that over the next few years, this place should warm up. So you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you, you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. No, don't. Okay, thank God. I thought it was gonna be the narrator again. I was gonna lose it. Oh. And that is the end of the canonical story. Achievement unlocked. Close the book. We're gonna watch this in the credits. They deserve it. I'm so sorry. Okay, hats off to Matt Meyer and Brett Calhoun. Not you, though, Kirsten. I know you needed the job. I don't know why it didn't work. Jesus Christ. Matt, did you do enough? Did you do enough? This is a small team. God damn. Look, her voice just didn't feel like the right fit. You know, it felt like it just needed something else. I needed something softer for this game, you know? She did a fine job. She just wasn't the right voice for me. There's a name called Cat Barf. Cat Barf! Oh shit. Oh man, I would have loved to have been part of the Kickstarter for this, truly. Skark the Griffin. Yeah. Oh sweet, they did label every one of their backers. That's so lovely. Dawn was a Kickstarter character? Oh, that's so cute. She really did fit the game. That felt like a genuine character that was part of it. Well, thank you to all these people for helping this project get off the ground, because it was definitely worth it. We do need to go back in. We need to finish the rest of our storylines. Apparently, I just keep running my finger along my mouth. And then once that's done, if we have more time today, we'll swap over. I think we'll swap to the Gardens Between. Or we'll finish off down in Bermuda, because we did never finish that. Damn, we're only on the I section? Shit, y'all did... There was a lot of backers to this. Good Christ. There's just one in the J section called Jop! With an exclamation mark. Which makes me think of Yoplait, and then it makes me think of that stupid commercial of Give Me Yop Me Mama. Which... Not a good thing. Not a good commercial. Oh, big stretch time. Big stretch. Ooh, good. Oh, double back cracky. Is there any other fun names in here? Ninja Cat. No, but a tin can. No, but a tin can. Oh, please. Professional Banana Ninja. Sangha with an exclamation mark. Look, especially when you know that it was an apartheid song, you're never gonna think of that song again. I like that TI girl got double credited. Oh, little Japanese credit at the back there.